This is One Voice Mini Stories. I'm your host, Kevin Brefford. Let's dive into the next file. The house didn't open the door. It didn't unlock it. It didn't try to pull me closer or push me away. It just waited. After the heartbeat faded behind the wood, the hallway returned to normal. The air loosened, the floorboards softened. The house settled into a silence that didn't feel empty. It felt patient. Like it was giving me time to understand something I hadn't caught yet. I didn't sleep that night, not because of fear, because of awareness. The house had made a decision, and decisions had consequences. By morning, the door was still locked, still warm, still holding whatever lived behind it. But something else had changed. The house was listening different. Not the casual, constant listening I'd grown used to. This was focused, directed. Like the house was tracking every breath I took, every step I made, every thought that crossed my mind. I walked past the door slowly. The warmth pulsed once like a slow inhale, then stopped. I whispered, "I'm not opening it." The house responded with a soft creak in the ceiling, almost like acknowledgement. But the house wasn't done. Later that afternoon, I heard something from the inside of the room. Not the heartbeat, not the movement, something stranger. Breathing. Not human breathing, not animal breathing. A slow, rhythmic expansion like the entire room was filling its lungs. I pressed my ear to the wall beside the door. The wood rose and fell under my cheek. The room was alive. Not metaphorically, not spiritual. Literally. The room was breathing. I stepped back and the breathing stopped instantly. Not faded stopped, like the room didn't want me to know it could do that. I said, "I heard you." The house answered by tightening the air around me, a subtle pressure that pushed me one step away from the door. Not aggressive, protective. That's when I realized something new. The house wasn't guarding the room for me. It was guarding me from the room. Whatever was behind that door wasn't just unfinished. It was waking up. That night I left my bedroom door open. Not because I wanted to hear anything, but because I wanted the house to know I wasn't hiding. Around 2 a.m. the hallway shifted. Not footsteps, not whispers. Just the weight of the house adjusting itself like it was preparing for something. Then I heard it. A single slow exhale from the locked door. Long, heavy, tired. Nothing threatening, nothing angry, just aware. I sat up in bed. The house didn't move, didn't creak, didn't breathe. It was waiting for my reaction. I whispered into the dark, "What do you want me to do?" The house answered with a sound I had never heard before. A knock, not on my door. On the locked one. One single knock, soft, measured, intentional. Like something inside the room was letting me know it knew I was awake. I stood in the hallway again, staring at the door. The warmth was gone, the heartbeat was gone, the breathing was gone. But the presence wasn't. It was waiting on the other side. Not trying to escape, not trying to reach me, just waiting. I placed my hand on the door. The wood didn't pulse, didn't shift, didn't react. But the house did. The lights flickered once, just once, like the house was warning me not to push any further. So I didn't. I whispered, "When it's time, you'll tell me." The house relaxed. The hallway softened. The pressure lifted. The decision wasn't mine. It never was. The house hears everything, and now it's something inside the room hears me too. Whatever's behind that door, it's awake, it's listening, and it's waiting for the moment the house decides I'm ready. I stayed there longer than I should have, letting the silence settle around me. The house didn't shift or breathe or warn. It just held the moment in place like it wanted me to understand the weight of what it had just allowed me to hear. Something inside the room was awake, something patient, something disciplined. Not clawing, not calling, just aware. and the house stood between us like a gatekeeper. I stepped back once and the floorboards eased under my feet. The pressure in the hallway loosened. The air warmed by a degree, subtle but intentionally. The house was telling me the moment was over. Not finished, just over. I whispered, when the time comes, don't whisper, tell me. The lights dimmed for a half a second like the house blinked into agreement. Whatever is behind that door isn't rushing, it isn't forcing. It's waiting for the kind of patience that only something old can afford. And when the house finally decides I'm ready, I know the room will be ready too. This is One Voice Many Stories. Thank you for listening.